Lamar is the old dude at the club. You know them.
He's the one that be trying to holler at everything to walk in
Yeah. Don't he strike you as the old man at the club?
all day long. Just might be a contender.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts.
Today we're going to be talking about OWN Network's reality-based TV series, Ready to Love, season number 9, episode number 2.
So this week we have a follow-up.
Yeah, Tommy is going to introduce the second group of singles for this season in Fort Worth to mix and mingle amongst each other for the first time.
That's right. And the first one who came through the gate was Vanessa.
Yeah, she's a 35-year-old flight attendant.
Yeah, she's a very pretty girl. She said she's a little militant. She seems pleasant enough.
Next was Alonzo.
Yeah, Alonzo strolled in. He's 35 years old and
Yeah.
he's an insurance adjuster.
Right.
He's a different kind of brother. He likes roller skating.
Mhm.
He likes to mix it up and have a whole lot of fun.
Next up was Patricia.
Patricia is a tech recruiter. She said she's looking for love and she hopes she finds it in this situation. But all bets are off because we are watching Ready to Love.
Yeah, Chaz rolled up. He's 47. Yeah, he's a data analyst manager.
He knows what he wants and he's settled. He looks like he could be a good cat.
Yep, absolutely. Maya was next.
Maya's a pretty girl. She was very pleasant. She is a healthcare consultant. She seems like a kind of girl who's just going in for the experience and to have fun. Leland is 40 years old, but she looks younger.
She definitely does.
She said she's looking for a smooth kind of brother who will bring some excitement into her life. Again, I don't think she'll find him here, but that's just me.
I don't know. Chocolate Brother Jonathan rolled up on the set too.
Well, Jonathan, he's a co-owner of a recycling center.
He's very extroverted too.
You found him extroverted?
I think so. I think he's very talkative and not afraid to chat it up with anybody.
He's 36 years old, and he said he's from Nigeria. Quite a few of the ladies were checking for him. Lamar is the old dude at the club. He's out there. He wants to say what he wants to say. He was talking about, going skinny dipping. And they were sort of repulsed looking at him sideways. But he's a DJ and a coach.
Yes.
He's been divorced and he has children. Who's next?
That would be Patrice.
Patrice is a transportation owner.
Company owner, yeah.
Yeah. She said she likes what she does. She gets to meet a whole lot of people.
Rashina.
Rashina is a salon owner.
38.
And she said she's into beauty. She loves all things girly. Jonathan had the eyes for Maya. He thought she was very attractive. He pulled her aside to get to know her a little better.
Yeah, Jonathan was married for about 2.5 years before he was
Yes.
divorced,
Yes.
and I think he had a son or something. Maya, who he was talking to, who he had eyes for, said that she's looking forward to being married, and she wants a friend first.
Jonathan also shared with us that the stuff he does came from TV with his favorite shows, etc.,
Yeah, I
etc.
believe he said that he was a fan of Martin, the
Yeah.
show Martin. So maybe he got his macking skills from Martin Payne. Well,
Okay, Martin 24/7 turned out could be a little much. Do you understand what I'm
a
saying?
little much.
Especially if he brings Shanae with him.
Oh, oh,
I
yeah.
don't think that's gonna work.
I don't think that will work either.
So
Rashina.
Rashina said that her last relationship was when she was married. She did not like the dating game. And she asked Chaz what he's looking for. She has children. He said that he did have a child, but the child died when he or she was 6 months old.
Yeah, it kind of was a surprising revelation, considering that he just met her, and you could tell he was still, kind of uh, feeling the after effects of that for sure.
Well, nobody really gets over the loss of a child. I
Nope.
mean, one way or the other, that thing is always there.
Right.
So,
Right.
but it was interesting that he was so vulnerable with her.
Candid
And
right off the bat.
she felt like they had a connection.
Yeah. Yeah. Patrice seemed to be vibing with Alonzo. They seemed to be physically attracted to one another in the initial meeting. Patrice is definitely interested in somebody like Alonzo because she's never been married, but she seems to think that he would
Be a good match.
be.
He doesn't have children,
Hmm.
and his preference would be having children with his
With his
wife.
wife. Yeah, he put his bid in early.
Yes, he did.
Tommy made his entrance and said that they were going to be playing a game. The game is called Good on Paper.
Right. Additionally, one of the women will be going home.
One of the women would win immunity for winning the game.
Exactly.
Uh, Tommy asked the ladies about which brother made a remark about women wearing long eyelashes and how that wasn't really his thing.
Well, Chaz says he likes a natural woman. And Rashida found that out because she is attracted to Chaz.
Hmm.
She thinks she could change his mind about that.
Hmm.
Then I guess they asked about who likes some thick thighs,
Thick
and
thighs. Brother like thick drumsticks. Ain't mad at him.
said it was Alonzo who liked that.
The game came down to a contest between Leylin and Maya for the chance to not be eliminated this week.
And I believe it was Maya who won.
Maya, who won the game, she was actually paying the most attention, so she will not be going home.
Chaz and Vanessa had a private moment, and she talked about loving sunsets.
Yeah.
And he said he loves sunsets as well.
Both of them seemed like they were having a very mature conversation.
Yeah.
And they just seemed to have this vibe, which kind of said to me as a viewer, these two might be well matched together. That was a really good, uh, I guess, initial meeting for the two. At least I thought so, just watching it.
Yeah, because unfortunately Vanessa wasn't putting herself out there. Alonzo tried to holler at her,
Mhm.
and she was sort of dry with him.
Also, too, Jonathan had a chance to kind of mix and mingle with Trisha.
Yes.
And I don't know how the subject came up, but Jonathan has a foot fetish because I think he's asking her what color was her toenail polish or
Yeah.
something like that. Anyway, then he also mentioned that he's into sucking toes.
Hmm.
And she's like, I don't know about that kind of freaky
Well, she
deaky.
thought it was nasty.
Yeah, kind of freaky deaky stuff already.
Well, that's not her thing. But you commented that she seemed like she has a walls up.
Yeah, and it just seemed like to me that that was the case. And I'll tell you somebody else who noticed it, Jonathan, the guy she was talking to. And I think he said it in his confessional, did he? That
Well, she
he's not really feeling her because she's guarded.
felt like she had some issues or baggage from past relationships, so now she's got it. And as a result, you could see that Jonathan crossed off his lips mentally. Patrice said that she was a driver because, of course, she owns a transportation company. And Chad started off that he drives all day long, and she was so excited that he was a driver too. But he clarified his statement. He told her that he was
A data analyst manager.
yeah, and she started talking about inventions.
Do
And
you think she?
evidently her invention is a vibrator that pulses at some high speed over 3 or 600. And I'm thinking to myself, well, no man could keep up with that kind of energy she's accustomed to.
So you hoping that she really keeps her expectations in the realm of realism, right?
I'm saying that anything that has a pulse of what she was talking about is gonna ruin any woman from a man because he can't do what that little thing can do.
Probably can't keep up.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that conversation went off on a tangent with the quickness, man.
I hope she gets her patent for her invention. Bring that rate down a little bit
Straight up, yeah, for real, for real.
so women
Mm.
coexist with men when they encounter them rather than they have to excuse themselves and go into the other room and do what they think is best.
Tommy got the chance to chop it up with the four guys who were a part of this week's mixer and find out who those guys were actually kind of vibing. Those
Attracted
guys
to,
feeling,
yes.
yeah.
Lamar was attracted to Maya and Leland. Jonathan liked Maya and Leland as well. Alonso liked Patrice and Leland.
Yeah, Rashina. Some of them, a couple of them didn't like Rashina.
Yes.
Uh, Patricia's name came up as well, a couple of different occasions.
And Vanessa.
Yes, yeah. Elimination came down to three ladies: Rashina, Patricia, and Vanessa.
Right? And Rashina was told that she needs to step up a game. Vanessa thought she would go home simply because she was not, forthcoming.
Yeah, and Patricia was nervous too.
Right. And
Mhm.
and then Patricia was let go and she was a little upset. She started crying.
Yeah, I think she was hoping that she would have another opportunity, but that kind of gets back to again what the substance or meat and potatoes of it, what her conversation with Jonathan was. Jonathan just got the vibe that she was, very guarded. I think that she just struck me as somebody who had been through some ish before in prior relationships, so she didn't want to let um, most of what she has in the way of personality and or information out in this initial setting, and that's kind of running contrary to what this whole mixer thing is about,
Yeah.
because you're talking about an accelerated process here. So I think the guys kind of picked up on that, and they said that maybe she's not ready for this process at this point.
I would hope that Patricia doesn't put too much emotional energy into whether she was selected for this or not.
Yeah,
This is really a game,
it is.
and it's not real life.
It's not real life for sure.
So
They a process.
it's an experience to be on television, meet some new people.
And
So,
potentially find that partner.
right. And if her person was there, she would have opened up in some way. So
And I think she was just disappointed. I think she was caught off guard by.
the bottom line for this show, because we've been watching it from the start,
Mm?
you're not really gonna meet your person on these kind of
Yeah, so the four
situations.
guys may have done her a favor.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.